comes to food.
You usually have a feeling, and it's usually right.
Croatia.
I said Italy.
We'll go wild on this one, Germany.
Your favorite. Andorra.
Dublin.
Ginger Rogers.
It wouldn't be my guess.
One save point.
Now we feast.
The Inquisition. Hello, and welcome to The Inquisition, a quiz podcast for general knowledge and trivia lovers everywhere. I'm your host, Luke Ryan. Each episode, our players battle it out to see who will be the masters of the Inquisition. So this episode is called Chimpanzee. It's episode 6 of season 4. Don't worry, it's not going to be all chimpanzee-based knowledge. As I'm doing for this season, I'm just using pictures that I took at Leipzig Zoo last October for most of the episode titles. So we're also going to have team name categories. This time will be verbs. So first team, we have Tejas and Joel. What verb have you chosen?
We've chosen to dog.
You've chosen the verb to dog. You salty dogs, you guys. And why dog?
Well, because it's easy to shout in the last round.
Okay, not because of what you do on a Friday evening.
Deeply cynical.
In car parks around the outskirts of Prague.
The dog I liked. The word I liked, the word I really liked was embiggen, which I think is incredible that it was made as a joke in The Simpsons and now it's in the dictionary.
Okay, but difficult to shout out on the last round.
Yes.
And on team 2, also returning players, we have Kuba and Simon. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Hello, good.
Very good.
And what verb have you chosen?
We chose set because of its flexibility as an adjective, noun, and verb.
It is a very versatile word. Yeah. So are you guys all set for this quiz?
Hey.
You want to win the first set?
So Joel, you mentioned you like the verb embiggen. Anyone else fans of any particular verbs for whatever reason?
I've just been listening to Sherlock Holmes on tape.
Again?
To Sherlock Holmes on tape.
Okay.
And I found a whole new appreciation for the word ejaculate. Which apparently it doesn't always mean what you think it means.
Like the vocal expulsion.
Exactly.
He
Yes.
ejaculated wildly. Wow.
Yeah. It's especially like one character who ejaculated out of a second floor window.
Okay.
Did he ejaculate and gesticulate?
Did he masticate?
Yes, he masticated before he ejaculated.
He was masticating furiously.
Anyone else? Any favourite verbs?
It's hard to beat that.
Yeah.
Can we mention Peter Saravanovic's abdicate on countdown? To abdicate. That was his favourite verb.
Okay.
I like that.
Abdicate. Yeah. And assassinate, I like that one. Unfortunately, given the state of the world at the moment, it's a damning indictment of the quality of the world's assassins. Well, I think we can all agree with that. Anyway, before we get into an in-depth discussion on all that's wrong with the world, let's try put the world to right with some quizzing. We'll start with round 1, which is back and forth. Each team gets 5 individual but related questions on a variety of different subjects. 2 points for a correct answer. -2 points for a wrong answer, but you can pass, you won't lose any points, and the other team can answer for 1 risk-free point. So team 1, Dog, Tejas and Joel, your first question. Are chimps carnivore, herbivore or omnivore? Are chimpanzees carnivore, herbivore or omnivore?
Okay. I don't know this. Do you know that?
I think so.
Okay. Cool.
We're going to guess.
You're going to
We're
go?
going to go omnivore.
You are correct. That is 2 points. And team 2 set, Kuba and Simon. Chimps are native to which continent? Chimps are native to which continent?
I hope that's the right answer.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna go with Africa.
You are correct. That is 2 points. Question 2 to team Dog. Pollotarians eat a vegetarian diet and what other food type? Pollotarians eat a vegetarian diet and what other food type?
Tejas, if you don't know this, I absolutely do not know.
Yeah.
I don't know this. I would pass.
It's weird.
We shall pass.
Okay, you're going to pass. Okay, team set, 1 risk-free point. What do you think?
We're gonna guess that it's chicken.
I'll give you that, chicken or poultry.
Nice.
That
Well
is,
done.
so that's 1 bonus point to team set. Your question, pescatarians eat vegetables, veggie diet, and what other food type?
We would go with fish.
Fish or seafood, yeah, that is 2 points. Team Dog, question 3 to you. Los Pollos Hermanos is a fictional fast food restaurant in which TV show?
It's Breaking Bad.
It is Breaking Bad. That is 2 points. It was in Better Call Saul as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Both would have been fine. And Team 2 set. The Krusty Krab, Krusty and Krab both spelled with a K, is a fictional fast food restaurant in which TV show? Krusty Krab, fictional fast food restaurant.
I know the
show?
answer.
Okay, I'm not 100%, so go for it. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
You are correct. It is SpongeBob SquarePants. That's 2 points. Okay, question 4. Team Dog. Michael Lee Aday is a singer and actor, better known by which name? Michael Lee Aday, A-D-A-Y, is a singer and actor, better known by which name?
It would be a complete and total guess.
Yeah, I don't know this. So guessing would be futile. Yeah. So we would pass.
You're going to pass? Okay, team set, 1 with 3 points. Any ideas?
Michael Bolton.
Incorrect, but no minus points. Meatloaf. Meatloaf.
Yeah, delicious.
Never got it.
And team set, question 4 to you. Robert Matthew Van Winkle is a rapper and actor, better known by which name? Robert Matthew Van Winkle is a rapper and actor, better known by which name?
Are we gonna risk it?
All right is in.
But I think it might be. It also with the beginning, you know, like.
Oh, God, it's worth the risk. Go on.
Yeah,
go on.
We're in the lead, I think.
You're going to go for it? Okay,
We're gonna go for Vanilla Ice.
You are correct. It is Vanilla Ice. And question 5, last question of the round. Team Dog. What was Meatloaf's first UK number 1? What song was Meatloaf's first UK number 1?
Fuck you.
I don't listen. I don't know who
No, that's only got to know.
That was CeeLo, I think.
Yeah. CeeLo Green.
Yeah, I don't know. If you, I don't know this. Yeah.
Oh no, I have no idea. No idea.
No idea.
Passing again.
You're going
We're
to pass?
past, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, team set, 1 with 3 points.
I think it's the one, you know, the 3 things, two out of 3 things or something. Fucking hell, what's the song called?
I can't think of.
I know what you're talking about, Simon, yeah.
But I have to give
I'm
you
not
time.
going to elaborate. Elaborate, that's a great verb.
That is good. It might be that one.
I have a feeling that was actually his first number 1. He's number 1 for a long time, and I've forgotten its title. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, no ideas. Okay, it was I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. Okay, in team sec, last question for you. Question 5. What was Vanilla Ice's first UK number 1? What was Vanilla Ice's first UK number 1?
He must have had only that one. Like, there's no way he had more.
See,
than
Joe and
one.
Tejas, if you were here first, both of you, you could have sat at that end of the table. You'd have been getting the Vanilla Ice questions.
The
gotta
score
be-
would be flipped.
It's gotta be just that.
Pescatarian.
That's his, right?
Yeah. Should
I
we
don't
go?
think he had another song.
Let's go for it.
Okay, go.
Yep.
Say ejaculated.
We think it's ice, baby.
You are correct, it is Ice,
Thank God you're here. For God's sakes, my Vanilla Ice knowledge.
So actually, before Kuba arrived, Joel, you were saying that Kuba has never beaten you on the Inquisition.
That's
Oh my
true.
goodness.
That's true. So I guess today's the day.
Well, you have a bit of a mountain to climb because
We do.
after round 1, Team Dog are on 4 points. Team Set are looking set to win on 11, but there's still plenty of more points to play for.
I've usually made the I guess strategic decision to try to be on his team.
So we move on to round number 2, which is same as. The teams get the same 5 questions. They write the answers down. If they're both correct, they get 1 point each, but if only one team is correct, that team gets 2 points. So question 1, true or false? There's a diet of Australian origin called Kangatarian, where they eat veggie diet, but also kangaroo meat is permitted. There's a diet of Australian origin called Kangatarian, where they eat a vegetarian diet, but kangaroo meat is permitted. True or false?
What does your gut say?
More kangaroo,
More kangaroo, please. Damn, you took my job.
My gut says that.
Your gut says Slajak.
My gut says that.
What do you think?
Although, what they call it?
They are perverted people after all.
Who?
Australians.
Australians. That'll go down well with our New Zealand audience. Hi, New Zealand. Second most downloads of this podcast after Czech Republic are from New Zealand.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. So question 2. Popeye's Chicken was founded in which US state? Popeye's Chicken was founded in which US state? Okay, question 3, and I realised there's a certain flaw in some of these questions, so I'll slightly reword it. What is the state capital of the answer to question 2? I actually wrote the answer here, and I was like, oh yeah, I would actually be giving you the answer, but the state in which Popeyes is founded, question 3, what is the state capital of that state? So if you get the first one wrong, then you're getting the second one wrong.
That's so mean.
I know.
Yeah, there you go.
Question 4. What band with a food item in its name was founded in Chicago in 1988? What band with a food item in its name was founded in Chicago in 1988?
Nice.
What about...
Okay, well, not great at it.
And question 5, last question of the round. So, way back when, Michael Jackson had a very controversial moment when he held his baby outside the window of a hotel. But in which city was that hotel? So the hotel where Michael Jackson held his baby out the window, what city is that hotel in?
Do you feel strongly?
Okay.
I've
Nice.
seen the window. And I think it was there.
Oh, then. Just go.
But it could have been Guano Apes. counts
You
as
usually have a feeling, and it's usually right.
No, but this one I have
Let's
literally
go for
no.
it.
It's just a guess. I don't know anything at all. I just think it's.
cream would be much better, right?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so let's get to the answers to round 2. So the first one, true or false, there's a diet of Australian origin called Kangatarian. Team Dog, what did you guys say?
He said.
Tejas strongly believed, he fought for it tooth and nail for true.
He said, yeah, you guys said true. And Team Set, you said?
True.
You are both correct, it is true. That is 1 point.
Thank God.
Your instinct, sir.
Is a diet
It does
of
sound
crocodile?
made up,
No.
in fairness. It does sound kind of made
Sounds
up.
delicious, maybe. Lean meat.
A kangaroo is
It just sounded like something they would cook up, like you know. Yeah.
Okay, Team Set. Okay, Team Set. Question 2. Popeye's Chicken was founded in which US state, you guys said?
We hope it's Louisiana.
And Team Dog, you said?
Louisiana.
You are both correct. That is a point and a point. Team Dog, what's the state capital of Louisiana?
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. And Team Set, you said?
We said the same.
Okay, that's a point and a point. You're both all up to 3 on this round. What's the band with the food item in its name founded in Chicago in 88? Team Set?
We struggled with an answer. We came with bread.
You said Bread. And Team Dog?
Smashing Pumpkins.
And much needed 2 points there. Yes, it was the Smashing Pumpkins.
Fucking hell.
And the Michael Jackson Baby Hotel. Team Dog?
We thought London.
London?
So we put London.
Okay, and Team Set?
I fought tooth and nail for Berlin.
It is Berlin. You are correct.
Well done.
The Hotel Adlon. It's just in front of Brandenburg Gate. So at the end of that round, each team picked up 5. So Team Dog is now on 9. Team Set is on 16.
Still in the doghouse. These guys are set.
So we move on to round number 3 called Smack My List Up. The teams are given a category with multiple answers and we go one by one and a player tries to name something from the list. 2 points if they have a correct answer, minus a point if you're wrong. But a player can choose not to answer at any time, but then they are resigned for the rest of the round. So according to the website linguazorb.com, what are the 20 most commonly used verbs in the English language? According to the website linguazorb.com, the 20 most commonly used verbs in the English language. We'll start with Team Dog because you guys are on the lower points. So Tejas.
Speak.
Speak is not there, minus 1 point. Simon.
To be.
To be. Yep, that's the first one. 2 points. Joel.
Get.
Get is there. That is 2 points. Kuba.
Set.
Set is not there. Minus a point.
It's not really popular as a verb.
Really?
Tejas.
Run.
Run is not there. Minus a point. Simon.
Have.
Have is there. Yeah. That was, I think, the second most commonly used one. Joel.
Go.
Go is there. That's 2 points. Kuba.
Still mine. Can.
Strangely, no. Can is not there. Minus a point.
Okay.
Tejas.
Sorry.
Okay.
You're going to kick yourself when you hear something.
Give.
Give is there. That is 2 points.
Finally.
I thought of that, but I
Yeah.
Simon.
Take.
Take is there. It's all about give and take.
He's on the same team as me.
Joel?
Make.
Make is there. Was one of the classic ones. 2 points. Kuba?
Say.
Say is there, yes.
Yes. Nice one.
Tejas?
I'm gonna pass. Yeah,
You're gonna drop out?
I'm struggling with this one.
Okay. Simon?
Okay, drink.
Drink?
I like that.
No. Minus a point. Joel? Your team could do with some points here if you want to put yourself on the line.
Do.
Do is there. That is 2 points.
We didn't say that.
Make and do. Kuba?
Put.
Put is not there.
What?
Not even in the top 25.
So certain.
So I have the next 5 here. Joel?
Me already?
Yeah, Tejas is out.
Eat.
Eat is not there. Minus a point. Simon?
Drive.
No, not there. No drive. Minus a point. Joel?
How many are left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ask.
Barely made it in.
Ask is not there. It was in. Ask was 22 on the list. So no, not in the top 20. Minus a
It's
point.
been revised recently. So.
Kuba?
Like.
Like is not there. Minus a point.
This is why I passed.
Joel?
I'm out.
You're going to drop out? Well, you have a solid 6 there. That's not bad. Simon?
We had 8.
You had 8. But you had minus 1 at the start. So
Yeah,
4 points.
How many we have?
So
you have 2 at the moment.
and they have 6.
I'll drop out.
Pardon?
Drop out.
You're going to drop out. Kuba? You can have
I'll have one more thing.
have a run at this now and
I mean, not that I had a.
And put
I've
Team
had a good
Dog in
run
the
so
doghouse.
far. Let.
Oh, that's a good one.
it is, but it's not correct.
What?
Minus
He said
a
so
point.
many good ones.
What about weight?
Again?
What about weight? I'm out, but what about weight?
I'll come to that
I'm
in a
out.
second.
I'm out as well.
You're going to drop out.
Is
Uh-huh.
Everybody's out.
Will over.
So at the end of that round, Team Dog picked up 6. They're now on 15. Team Set only picked up 1. They are on 17. So the score's a lot closer. Right, time to start kicking yourself. Know. To know something. To think. Something you 4 were seemingly unable to do a few minutes
Didn't do
ago.
either of those.
To see.
I see.
Want. To want. To look. To use. To find. To tell. To work. And to call.
Like some of those, I think we said better options, but yeah, like call.
I'm
Those are it like is less used than call.
Look,
I
yeah.
can't believe let is not there. It's always like, let me do something.
Yeah.
But the word like, as in I like something as a verb, or do you go to like the store?
Yeah.
Like in that case is
All
not
the
used
time.
as a verb.
I'm Irish.
So anyway,
Word is not that anyway.
scores a lot closer after round 3. So we move on to round number 4, which is close enough. The teams get 5 questions where they're not expected to know the answers, but the team with the closest answer gets 2 points. If both teams have the same answer, they each get 2 points and a bonus 3rd point if any team is bang on. So a Krakatoa volcanic eruption, said to be the loudest sound ever, heard up to 5,000 kilometers away, reaching over 300 decibels, occurred in which year? An eruption of the volcano Krakatoa, said to be the loudest sound ever heard,
Right, I guess.
up to 5,000 kilometers away it was heard apparently, reaching over 300 decibels, but in which year did that happen? Okay, question 2. Czech writer Franze Kafka was born in 1883, but he died in which year? So Franze Kafka, Czech writer, was born in 1883, but he died in which year? Okay, question 3. So last year in 2024, the Olympic Games were held in Paris, the Summer Olympics. But the first time they were held in Paris, I think, was 100 years before that in 1924. So in 1924, the Summer Olympics were held in Paris, but what number Olympiad was that? So the 1924 Summer Olympics in Paris were what number Olympiad? Okay, question 4. Including Summer and Winter Olympic Games, how many Olympiads have there been in total? Including Summer and Winter Games, in total, how many Olympiads have there been?
He's an academic.
Right, okay. Okay, question 5, last question of the round. The TV show Slow Horses, a fantastic TV show with Gary Oldman. How many seasons of Slow Horses have there been? It's a very good show on Apple TV, but how many seasons of Slow Horses have there been?
Not like a number.
Any of you watch it? Seen it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
No.
Very, very good. Okay, let's get to the answers to round number 4. Team Set, the Krakatoa eruption. What year did you guys say?
Oh, you're asking us?
Yep.
1875.
It's 1875 in Team Dog.
We said 1875 as well.
You know what? You're both incorrect. It's not that year. Would you like the point each, the 2 points each, or would you like to have another go and try wrestle the question away from the other team?
Fine with the
I'm
points.
gonna take the
Go with
point.
points.
Okay. Boring.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, it was 1883. So you're very close.
Would you guys have gone up or down?
I would argue for up because my initial guess was up, so it depends who's stronger. I don't know if you know this.
No.
So it's the same year that Kafka was born.
I would be the bottom
Yes,
dog.
it is actually. Yeah.
It's the same year that Kafka was born.
Yeah. Okay, and so on to the Kafka question. Team Dog, born in 1883. He died in which year? You guys said
I just said 1941.
1941. And Team Set,
Oh, it's gonna be
1922.
it was 1924.
I knew it as soon as it's gonna be the Paris Olympics year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's I've actually been changing some of these questions as I go because I just realised it's giving the answers away too much. But yeah, it was 1924. And then the 1924 Summer Olympics in Paris. What number Olympiad was that team set?
We've said 7.
7th. And Team Dog.
Also.
7.
You're both not correct, but you each get the 2 points. It was the 8th.
What?
The
So,
8th
so
Olympiad.
they didn't cancel it for World War One.
There was one cancelled in 1916, I believe.
Yeah, that's the one we cut out. So
1896. 1, 2, 3,
6,
4, 5.
2, 3,
Four,
4, 5,
What are we missing?
6, 7, 8.
1896.
yeah, but then 16 is gone,
Was
so it has
there
to
a-
be 7.
Yeah.
Are they including that one in? Was there 1902 or something? A kind of Olympics?
I don't think there
It was Olympic. It was the Winter Olympics in 24, right?
24, yeah. But did
But I
you
said the Summer
You
Olympics.
said summer specifically, so it doesn't.
So actually, it had been held in Paris before in 1900.
Yeah.
So actually, it wasn't the first Paris one. Athens in 96, Paris in 1900.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1896. Yeah, St.
Yeah.
Louis in 1904, London 08, Stockholm 2012.
Yeah.
1912. Yeah.
Berlin was cancelled,
Yes.
Yeah.
but it was listed as the 6th Olympiad.
Yeah.
And Belgium in Antwerp in 1920
Yeah.
is the 7th Olympiad, and then Paris in 1924.
So all these calculations were
So-
totally
so
useless.
they-
because they just count them anyway.
So it's counted as an Olympiad, even
So even though
it
they
never happened.
cancel.
So the trickiness of that.
Germans.
That now might screw up your answers
Well, it
possibly
did,
for
yeah.
the next question.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a good
Because
question.
there were a few cancelled, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
though it does look like Olympiad 10 was scheduled 3 times before it could finally happen. So they stopped. They didn't drop the Olympiads from then. Anyway,
Interesting.
how many Olympiads have there been, summer and winter? Team Dog, you guys said
We said 51.
51.
51, and Team Set.
We said 54.
It is 53.
Nice.
53.
And
30s.
we are obviously no, actually.
So
30 summer
We should have said
and
55 actually.
23 winter.
we've gone
30.
in between with our calculations.
So we're
23
good but
winter
wrong.
And
Okay.
30.
Wrong but good.
So yeah, 30 summer and 23 winter. And the last question, how many seasons of Slow Horses have there been? Team Dog?
I think there have been 3.
You're saying 3, and Team Set?
I hope there's 4.
There are 4, bang on the money. 3, not so much
It's
needed
just
points.
out, just out, Tejas.
Yeah, very, very good as well. Okay, so at the end of that round, Team Dog picked up 4, they're on 19. Team Set picked up 11, they are on 28. So, getting interesting. So we move on to round number 5, which is called Capital Punishment. This round pits teams against the answers of the other team. One team will get a 50-50 question and they decide on their answer. Then the other team can decide if they want to agree with the first team's answer or choose the other option. If both teams go for the same answer, they each get a point. If only one team opts for the correct answer, that team gets 2 points. Each team gets 5 questions and all options are alphabetical. And I will move this round beyond capital cities in the future, but this one will be capitals city based as well. So Team Dog, which is further north, Helsinki or Oslo? Team Dog, which is further north, Helsinki or Oslo?
Helsinki.
You're saying Helsinki. Team Set, what do you guys want to say?
We agree.
We agree with
We agree. Okay, so it is Helsinki. Yeah, that's a point and a point. Okay, Team Set, which is further north, Athens or Seoul? Which is further north, Athens or Seoul?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what are you guys going to say?
We're gonna go with Athens as the more northern one.
You're going to say Athens, and Team Dog?
You guys would say that. We agree.
You agree. That is a point and a point, so no one brought anything out yet. Next one is based on elevation. Team Dog, which city is at a higher elevation, Addis Ababa or Bogota? Which city is at a higher elevation, Addis Ababa or Bogota? Capitals of Ethiopia and Colombia, respectively.
We're going to say Bogota.
You're going to say Bogota, and Team Set. What are you guys going to say?
Is it worth the risk?
No.
I mean, we're players though, aren't we?
No, I want to win, so I would just go with
Players got to play.
we go with what they say. You know.
Honestly, do think it's the other one though.
Oh, then if you really go, you go with
So
trumps.
I've played a quiz recently online where I've listed all the highest altitudes, and they were both in the top 10 for sure. But no, I don't know.
Oh, go for Christ's sake!
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to
Alright.
sleep.
Will you be comfortable yourself on your deathbed in 70 years' time if you don't do this?
No,
It'll take
it
17
won't,
years
no. Fine. We'll disagree. We'll go with Addis
You're going
Ababa.
to go with Addis Ababa. Well, Bogota is 2,625. Addis Ababa is 2,355. It is Bogota, and 2 much-needed points for Team Dog.
I'll shut up from now.
That's not the attitude.
Okay,
It's
Team Set. You can shut up if you want, but which is at a higher elevation, Antananarivo or Ulaanbaatar? Antananarivo, the capital of Madagascar, or Ulaanbaatar, the capital of Mongolia?
I mean, they're going to say just 100%.
Yeah, they
but the problem is like, do we?
The one from Madagascar.
You're going to say Antananarivo?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys, what are you going to say?
We have to disagree.
Yeah.
You're going to disagree and say Ulaanbaatar?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's Antananarivo, but we're going to have to disagree anyways.
Yeah.
So you're saying Ulaanbaatar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ulaanbaatar is 1,350 and Antananarivo 1,288. It is Ulaanbaatar.
Oh, yes.
2 points to Team Dog. Yeah,
We were forced
62
to go
meters.
wrong.
So, fuck. You know, I'm not going to say like La Paz or Dublin. It's about 3 kilometer difference. Okay, so getting a bit interesting with the scores now. So, Team Dog, which is further south, Canberra or Wellington? Canberra or Wellington, capitals of Australia and New Zealand respectively. Which is further south, Canberra or Wellington?
It's us.
Yeah.
Wellington.
You're saying Wellington, and Team Set?
Yes.
We'd agree.
You're agreeing with Wellington. You are both correct. That is a point to each team.
Yeah.
And Team Set, which is further south, Brasilia or Lima? Brasilia or Lima, capitals of Brazil and Peru.
I don't know.
That's
This is tough.
tricky, but I think more south is, yeah, I would agree that's more south. But let me give another mind browse over the map.
We're pitching for Brasilia.
You're saying Brasilia, and Team Dog,
We're going to go with the opposite. We have to.
you're going to go with Lima.
Yeah.
It is Brasilia, 2 points to Team Set. Okay,
You live by
How many more
die by,
questions
right?
from this round?
2 more. Well, 4 more, actually, 2 sets.
2 sets.
Okay,
You mean 2 dogs?
Yes, 2 dogs. Okay, the question 4 is for each of you. There are, these are true or false, so I'm kind of curious how these will work. You're not going to get a lot of thinking time. So this is to Team Dog. True or false? There are 2 national capitals in Africa that begin with the letter Y. There are 2 national capitals in Africa that begin with the letter Y. True or false?
True.
True.
You're saying true. And team set, quickly.
Yeah,
Agree.
true.
Yeah.
You are both correct. There are two.
Yeah.
No.
Yamoussoukro and Yaoundé, I think.
Yeah, Yamoussoukro in Ivory Coast and Yaoundé in Cameroon.
Well done, guys.
And pardon?
Well done, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
And team set, true or false? There are 3 national capitals in Europe that begin with the letter V. True or false? 3 national capitals in Europe that begin with the letter V. And we're gonna have to put you. You're not getting thinking time in this.
False.
You're saying false, and you guys.
I'd say false as well.
You are both correct. There are 4: Vaduz, Valletta, Vienna, and Vilnius. I don't know.
Vatican.
I was wondering whether that would count or not.
Of course it would.
And the last set of questions for this round is based on closer. So, Team Dog, which is closer to Rome, Podgorica or Zagreb? As the crow flies. So, what's closer to Rome, Podgorica, the capital of Montenegro, or Zagreb, the capital of Croatia? The last 4 points of
The
this.
thing
are
is,
great
I think
things.
like this is the
Weird shape
answer.
that it, like, it
This
distorts,
is the
but I
obvious
think it should.
answer. I think.
Okay, what are you going to say?
The Podgorica.
You're saying Podgorica, capital of Montenegro, and team set.
We agree.
Yeah.
You're agreeing. You're both incorrect. Zagreb is 516, Podgorica 562. And last question of the round, team set. Okay, which is closer to Havana, Cuba, Bogota, or Mexico City? Which is closer to Havana, Cuba, Bogota, or Mexico City?
This sounds
This
like a
would
trick
be
question.
There are no trick questions.
I know, but like
they are not trick cities.
I
would
know
be
it's confusing. So
No, but maybe
They're purposely confusing.
America like that,
because it's like
and then
it's like this or this. I think
like that.
isn't that the thing?
Okay, so what are you guys going to
We
go
shall
for?
go with Bogota
Okay,
as the closer.
Go again.
this is a problem.
Can you shut the fuck up?
We would like to answer Bogota.
You're going to go with Bogota and Team Dog.
Or do you don't want to risk it, or just go
No,
with the
I'm-
answer that you know it is?
I'm pretty sure it's also Bogota.
Yeah.
You're saying Bogota as
Yeah.
well. Bogota 2,239, Mexico City 1,784.
I did.
It wasn't a trick question.
No, it wasn't.
A double trick question. Damn it!
That's it, because
You
I'm thinking
fooled
it's
us.
like
Yeah, I guess. Why would he ask
You
that?
fooled us by not fooling us.
Yeah.
So at the end of that round, Team Dog picked up 9. They're now on 28. Team Set picked up 7. They're now on 35. So a little bit closer heading into the final round.
If you would like to support the podcast, you can do so on buymeacoffee.com. It will help buy more equipment so we can make the podcast even better. You can support either once or as a regular member. Everyone who supports will get a shout out on the podcast, and regular members will get access to the first never before heard pilot and will be invited to take part in an episode. It doesn't matter where in the world you are, we can make it happen online. You can find the Buy Me a Coffee link and contact details for the pod on the show notes, or search for Inquizition Pod on buymeacoffee.com. Thank you. Now back to the show.
So we move into the final round, which is grab the verbs. The teams are given 11 questions. The first team to shout the name of their verb gets to answer 2 points for a correct answer, no minus points. If they're wrong and they take too long, it'll go back and forth and see if we can get a correct answer. Only the person who calls the name of the verb may answer. And if you call halfway through the question, I may stop and expect you to answer. Everyone ready?
Yep.
And again, it's okay just to say the names of your team and not scream it, because it makes it an editorial nightmare. Okay, question 1. What is the name for a baby kangaroo?
a dog.
Set.
Set, yeah.
Joey.
I did hear Set first. Joey is correct. That's 2 points to team Set. Question 2. By population, what is the largest city in Louisiana?
Set.
Set.
New Orleans.
New Orleans, that is 2 points. Question number 3. Who's the lead singer with Smashing Pumpkins?
Dog.
Dog.
Motherfucker.
He's been called that.
Billy Corgan.
It is Billy Corgan. That is 2 points. Question 4. How many times has Paris hosted the Summer
Set.
Olympics?
Dog.
Set.
3.
It is 3 times. Very good. Question number 5. What other city has hosted the Summer
Dog.
Olympics 3 times? Dog.
Athens.
No.
Dog.
Set there 3 times. Yeah.
London.
It is London. That is 2 points. Question number 6. What is the name of the Kafka story which features a character called Gregor Samsa? Dog.
Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis. That is 2 points. Question number 7. In the TV show Slow Horses, who plays Jackson Lamb?
Set.
Yep.
Is it Gary Oldman?
It is Gary Oldman. That's 2 points. Question number 8. In which country is Krakatoa?
Set.
Dog.
Russia.
Again?
Russia.
No.
Set.
Set.
Indonesia.
It is Indonesia. 2 points. Question number 9. What is the capital city of Madagascar? Set.
Antananarivo.
Antananarivo, yeah. It's not an easy one to pronounce. Question number 10. Give me a girl's name that's also a verb. A girl's name that's also a verb.
Dog.
Yep.
Blossom.
Blossom, yes. Very good.
Nice.
May would have been one as well. As well. Question number 11, last question. A boy's name that's also a verb. A boy's name that's also...
Dog.
Set.
Dog?
Roger.
It is, yeah. So you could have had Peter as well, but Roger that from the Doggers. So at the end of that round, Team Dog picked up 8 there. He finished on 36. But Team Set picked up 14 and they finished on 49. So Kuba, you have finally got one over on Joel.
And it was a drawing.
He just needs to.
was
He's
a
never
drawing.
lost with me. That's the.
So
it's all me, of
it's
course.
all
not
about
him.
Simon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, Joel and Tejas, thank you for taking part. A good effort. It wasn't meant to be. And Kuba and Simon, congratulations. You are this episode's Masters of the Inquisition. So thanks for everyone. Thank you everyone for listening. And if you do want to check us out on Buy Me a Coffee, that would be great. Other than that, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Take care, thanks, and goodbye.
Bye.
Croatia?
I said Italy. We're going wild on this one. Germany.
Your favorite? Andorra?
Dublin.
Ginger Rogers.
Ginger Rogers.
It wouldn't be my guess.
1 save point.
Now we feast.
Now we feast. The Inquisition. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
All the things he would do. And
If you knew that, right?
No, I know absolutely one. I know one Meatloaf song, and that's the only one. And I wasn't
hell.
going to guess that.
What's the other? What's the,
Isn't Bad Out of Hell an album?
I think it's also a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I still know one Meatloaf song.
Okay.
I've confirming.
I've never eaten at the Popeyes here.
I've a couple of times. We did a Breaking Bad recording a few weeks ago, so we got a load of Popeye's chicken in. That was tasty.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That was good.
Simon,
Speak.
was that not said by someone
they just
already?
said that already.
I said no.
Okay,
it wasn't.
go again.
Are we just to go again? No negative points for repeating?
Be nice.
Oh, you guys got a score!
That was, I was wondering earlier actually what I should do about that, but no, go on.
Is there a timer on this?
Not a timer, no, but after about a minute we're going to start getting impatient.
Should I go for one more?
Yes.
I think strategically no. That's your
No, it's my ego, you know.
Oh, ego was important.
Okay, I'll go for one more. Need as well was another thing, and that wasn't there either. Right?
I'm surprised about need. Put as well is a pretty versatile verb.
Yeah.
Give and take is there.
Want, work.
Yeah, set.
And I don't remember. And then the next 5 were try, ask, need, feel, and become.
Become.
Become, yeah.
And come wasn't up there. I expect come to be higher than become.
Come was
Says-
there.
Was there?
Yeah, somebody said come and got points for it.
Come
Yes,
in, come in quickly.
Somebody ejaculated that one.
So,
Probably arguing about something that's completely wrong.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Sounds like life. Right?
Team Dog, have you
Sounds like
finished
marriage.
all your mathematical?
Yeah.
Have you finished all the mathematical equations to work out 5 simple number answers for this humble little quiz?
Wait, I gotta run a chi-squared analysis real quick.
Alright.
Divided by pi squared.
Would you like an abacus? So, getting interesting.
No, moving away from getting.
I'm trying to build the tension here, dude. Which is closer to Havana, Cuba? Sorry, Cuba. which is
So this is just for me apparently.
yeah.
Just don't move around because it'll be very confusing.
Which is closer to Havana, Cuba? Joel or Simon?